Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Egld. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, since our low here in December, we did see quite a nice run up for Egld, a 66% move to the upside. This is a really good move, especially considering the fact that we are in a bear market. After that, we did see a nice drop of around about 33%. Then another rally, and we had a 37% move to the upside. And after that, we've really been in this downward slope with this one wick to the upside. What I do like about this is the fact that we're holding this area and we're not losing this. This is quite important because if we lose that, I do think we're going to be coming back down to this price over here to around about $32, $33, which is this local low or the bear market low, so to speak, or the presumed bear market low for now. Now, why do I say that is because if we lose this purple support block, there isn't really much holding us over here because, as you can see, we did pump quite impulsively here. And there was no really backtest of support going on. There was no, slow gradual growth. There was just one strong pump here. We had a bit of a pullback, and then we just continued into this unhealthy move to the upside, which was necessary at the time because we've been in this downwards trajectory for so long. So this was just a natural reaction of the market. But like I said, if we lose this purple support block, I definitely think we're going to be coming back down and retesting this area over here at around about $33. Now, this does provide us with a great buying opportunity in case that happens, but we're not going to be talking about, that right now. We're going to be focusing on this purple support block. So this is set up between $38 and $36, and in my opinion, these levels here, these prices are extremely cheap, especially considering the fact how, or at least for me, considering how bullish I am on Egld. So I'm definitely going to be buying more coins if we start coming, closer to the 36, 35 range. And I am staking all of my Egld through the Ledger Live app. So I do recommend you do the same. Not a financial advice, but you do want to make your crypto work for you. And you want to remove that incentive of, trying to swing trade and, having that little itch come up every once in a while where you're thinking of selling once the price starts pumping and you make $50 here, you make $50 here. But then in a few months, you have another impulsive move to the upside. You sell here. Yeah, you do make $50, but the price continues pumping and you're waiting for that pullback because you want to buy back here, let's say. But the price is just not stopping. It's just going up and going up and going up. And you're like, wow, I shouldn't have been selling here because these $50 just that I made here are nothing in comparison to what I could have made if, had I just been more patient. So that is what I'm trying to teach here on the channel. Patience. TA is good, and you can do as much analysis as you want, but you can't really, take these risks, especially if you're not experienced, especially if we're very close to breaking out. In my opinion, yeah, of course, we could see a pullback, we could see a flash crash anytime, but seeing as how the Bitcoin dominance has reached or is very close to a resistance level, we could see a dumperoonie on that chart real quick, and altcoin season will be upon us. So that is what I'm trying to catch. And if we move into somewhere with that altcoin season and we sort of print a higher low, or a lower high in the summer, in Q3, you could say, which is when I'm expecting to see a bull trap and when we're going to do something like this in August, September, and then we come back down. So with this move here, this is where I would swing trade some of the altcoins if they get too overextended. And I'll definitely let all of my patrons know when I'm going to be taking profits. So definitely, like I said, holding this over here, holding this support block would be quite important, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if we broke below, because in fact, I kind of hope we break back down to $33. But obviously holding this low would be very important because we don't really want to be breaking the structure. We want this to be our bear market low. Taking a look at the daily RSI, let's see what's going on here. So obviously we have our sort of, we do have this descending resistance block here, but you don't have to draw everything that I have on here. It could be confusing for some of you, especially if you're just starting, doing TA and you're getting into crypto. I would say just ignore all of these if you're just getting into crypto and focus on the price charts and the candles. But yeah, if you're more of an advanced TA guy or girl and you want to have a bunch of levels here, then you can do that as well. So this golden support block here has proven to be a good area to buy some Egld if you're looking for a swing trade, or if you're just looking to enter long term, obviously. So I would definitely be picking up some coins around this area, I would say. And yeah, just draw this out on your chart. This golden support block is set up between the RSI of 37.4 all the way down to 35.22. So that would be a major support block for us to hold. If we drop below that, I would probably target this purple block below us here at around about 25 on the RSI. So as you can see, every time you break below the golden block, you enter the purple block here. There was only one time where you had just a bit of fake out and then you went back up. So yeah, on the daily RSI, we're sitting over here right now, not really doing anything, not, we're in a trajectory to the downside, obviously. So like I said, I'm expecting a bounce from the golden support block and a move to the upside from there with a potential lower high. But as of right now, these are good buying prices. We can switch over to the weekly chart. Taking a look at the weekly chart for Egld, we are seeing the same pattern playing out on the theta chart, where we find ourselves in this descending broadening wedge. And typically, if you find this pattern at the bottom of your chart, you typically see a breakout at some point. So I'm expecting a breakout from here, although we could run into this resistance and come back down and retest the support here. That would take us approximately below $30, below $25. I don't think that is going to be happening, so I would just stick to this support level here and just assume that if we're going to be coming back down, we're just going to bounce off that level and continue to the upside from there. We also have this descending resistance trend line that we've been holding since August of 2022, and you all know that I hate the August highs and I constantly talk about them. And once we break the August highs, that is when we can officially say that we've printed our bear market bottom and we're not going to be coming back lower. So if you do something like this, you come up here and you start breaking above and you hold that level, and that's when we can say that this is our bottom, right? As of right now, I can't really say that. We're very close to this bottom. We could see a retest, because typically what happens is you print a major low, you have a retracement to the upside, and then you come back down to where you were or to where you started retracing from. So we could absolutely come back to this point here at 33 on the RSI. And, breaking above the 20 MA on the weekly and this resistance trend line would be a very solid indicator that, we're going to be moving up to the next levels. And the volume indicator has to confirm that. So we have to see some volume coming in once we're going to be breaking above these major resistance levels. That would be the 20 MA and the this resistance trend line that we have. Now, come August, September, I would expect us to retrace all the way up here. Sorry about that. Let's get rid of that. I would be expecting us to retrace all the way up here to around about $90. Why? Is because we haven't retested that level as resistance. So we dropped from there all the way back in May of 2022, and we haven't back tested it as resistance yet. So what I'm thinking is that we do the exact same thing that we just talked about over at the theta video. So In the theta video, I explained that we are in this similar pattern and we're going to be breaking out of it, and hopefully in September/August we can retest that area and have a pullback. From there, print a higher low and start consolidating towards the end of the year. That is what I'm hoping for. And from where we are right now, that would be around about 135% to the upside. So that is a pretty strong and significant move to the upside if you want to make some money short term. But, you know, obviously I wouldn't be buying into Egld at that point for the long term because I'm accumulating over here. I'm building a strong position over here. So if you want to do that as well, you can think about some good entries right now. You can set up some buy limit orders in advance, but it does seem like we're getting pushed down here. If I start zooming in on the weekly here and I just bring out a trend line, just like that, you can see how we're sort of getting pushed down, and we're kind of losing our we're losing the trend line, we're losing the support trend line here. We're kind of being pushed down with this little descending triangle here, and we're getting really suppressed down. And if we take a trend line from there, we could be potentially targeting, if I bring out the price tag there, based on this pattern, right? It doesn't have to play out like that. It, you know, doesn't have to play out perfectly or 100% of the time, but a descending triangle, typically what you do is you take the top to the bottom, then you place it at the point of breakout, approximately $35.50. And even if we did that, it's still going to be higher than this low, so I'm fine with that. As long as we're above this low, I'm fine with that. Then we can start moving to the upside, no problem. So yeah, right now, good buying opportunity for a lot of altcoins, not all of them, but most of them. So I'm trying to build a good position right now in Egld. I have a pretty good position, if I speak so for myself, but I'm hoping to get more. And yeah, let me know what are your targets for Egld at the end of Q3, and let me know if you're going to be dollar cost averaging at these levels and what are your bull market targets. We'll take a look at the bull market targets in the next video, because I'm trying to figure out what to do with these exchanges and with these platforms, where to chart, because a lot of the times all of my drawings just delete themselves for some reason. They just get removed, and it's annoying, so I have to redraw everything, and it takes a lot of time. So yeah, if you want to get the targets for the bull market, just check out some of my previous Egld updates. We talk about them in almost every single one. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.